Hi, it's Dwyer. It's November 17th, 2025. Dwyer70905.substack.com. This video will be the free part of my crypto newsletter offered at the website behind me. Remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. Folks, crypto has been extremely bearish the last 3 weeks or so. I just want to point out to people that I remain extremely bullish, including being bullish on Solana. Let's briefly talk about Solana, then let's talk about a development you need to know. Solana's proof of history consensus enables 65,000 transactions per second. The cost per transaction is typically just a few cents, typically less than a dime, right? Understand, it handles 75% more daily transactions than Ethereum, and that includes Ethereum L2s. It also has a decentralized exchange volume of 60 million monthly, nearly double Ethereum's. In other words, this is a giant. The total value locked in DeFi protocols was recently over $17 billion. So this is one of the heavyweights in the space. I understand it's been down, folks. The time to make money is when the market is mispricing assets. Now, today you have a new Solana ETF. It's called the VanEck Solana ETF. The ticker symbol is VSOL. Let me repeat that. It's VSOL. Folks, just understand that this is a groundbreaking ETF because it actually gives you staking income, right? What it is going to do, what it's doing now since it debuted today, is it is devoting a portion of its Solana holdings to staking, right? And it has a group of third-party validators. This allows it to remain somewhat decentralized. It has a group of third-party validators who do all the staking for you. All you have to do is buy the ETF. Understand, they don't stake all of the Solana they have because they have to retain a portion for redemptions, right? And as you can imagine, in slow times like now, where Solana has been dropping in price over the last few weeks, that reserve that's not staked is essential. But just understand that the staking portion is supposed to give holders a rate of return in Solana, which itself, over time, I believe, is going to increase in value versus fiat currency like the dollar. You're getting a rate of return of more than 5% in Solana. So if Solana doubles in value versus fiat currency, folks, you're cooking with gas, right? Because your rate of return is 5% in Solana. If Solana doubles, you're getting a further rate of return against fiat currency. So I just want people to take a hard look at this. Again, it's VanEck Solana EFT, right? The ticker symbol is VSOL. It's on the CBOE BZX exchange. Understand, VanEck has been around a long time. VanEck is one of the grandmasters of ETFs. So you're dealing with an ETF administrator who is top-notch with a great reputation in the market, and you're dealing with groundbreaking staking features, which, are giving you more than 5%. Understand the difference between staking on, let's say, a wallet like Solfair and this, right? With Solfair, I, would have to advise the validators that I want out of staking if I needed liquidity. And that would require me to wait some period of time, right? I wouldn't be able to pull my money quickly. Then, of course, once they tell me that I could pull my money, well, the custody burden is all mine. So, I have to have the information to log into my Solflare wallet. Then I'd have to, wait. Then I'd have to deal with actually having custody of the crypto. Now, many people prefer that. If you're a person, and I feel this way with a lot of cryptos, if you're a person who believes not my keys, not my cryptos, you want the responsibility of having your keys. Be aware of the downside with the VanEck Solana ETF. Right here, you don't have your keys. This is like buying the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF. You don't have your keys. All you've done is bought the ETF using your brokerage account. Right? So you don't, have the peace of mind that comes with knowing that you have your keys, you have your Solana, you control them. The minute you have a third party that holds the Solana for you, you're incurring counterparty risk. But if you're willing to do so, just understand that VanEck is one of the more established names in the ETF business. And just understand the staking rewards you're getting are generous, right? But be aware of the further risk involved. Just like you can have runs on a bank, there is a possibility that you could have a run on this ETF that exceeds the reserve it has for redemptions outside of staking. Those are my thoughts. This is the free portion of my crypto newsletter. For premium subscribers, there will be a couple other sections following this video. Thanks for stopping by.